Okay, everybody, we're going to keep the fun and games moving in our November special with Jeopardy for the same Sega Game Gear. Let's see how we do. Jeopardy for the Game Gear is about to commence. Alright, and let's go ahead and put it in full screen. Here we go.
Jeopardy!
Do one versus. Use my nickname. As I take on Jill this game. Let's play Jeopardy. And we have these categories. We're going to deal with sports trivia by George, notice George in quotation marks, museums, U.S. states, American Revolution, and banks and banking. I'll take American Revolution for 100.
The answer is...
The regulars are out. He, Warren, Hancock, and Adams on April 18, 1775. I'm going to try this one. I'm going to say who is George Washington.
Nope.
It was not Washington. Oh well. It was Paul Revere. Oh, okay. It's alright. Let's try American Revolution for 200. Let's keep it going.
The answer is...
General Howe faced him in battles at Brandywine, Germantown, and Long Island. Well, let's see if Jill knows this any better than I do.
Nope.
No, she does not. I don't know this one. Now was the time for George Washington. Alright. That's okay, we're gonna keep going. American Revolution for 300, please.
The answer is...
Now a military academy site, Benedict Arnold plotted to turn over its fort to the British. What is West Point?
You are right.
There we go. Now we have some money. I'll take the American Revolution for 400.
The answer is...
Helping us fight bankrupted this country and sent it into an internal revolution. I would have said France. Oh, and I would have been right. That's okay. Keep going.
The answer is...
This building, marked by a grasshopper weather vane, gained the nickname the Cradle of Liberty. I don't have any idea. Faneuil Hall. Faneuil Hall. Alright. I'll take banks and banking for 100, please.
The answer is...
Curly-tailed depository of many a child's first savings. What is a piggy bank?
Yes.
Banks and banking for 200. Okay.
answer is.
Initials of a special retirement plan, not Northern Ireland's political group. What is IRA? What is an IRA?
Yes.
Alright! I took a guess on that one. But let's keep it going.
The answer is.
Vacation funds you must sign twice. What are traveler's checks? Oh, come on now. Boop, boop, boop.
Yes.
Basic baking for 400, please.
The answer is.
Once was enough for Patty Hearst, but John Dillinger did it a dozen times. What is robbing a bank? Or what is bank robbery?
Yes.
Basic baking for 500. Sorry.
The answer is.
Headquartered in Washington, D.C., it is a specialized agency of the United Nations. Oh, the World Bank. Okay.
Yes.
Sports trivia for 100. Alright.
The answer is.
Foul name for 3 strikes in bowling. What is a turkey?
Yes.
Sports trivia for 200.
The answer is.
President who was known to telephone advice to NFL coaches. Who is Richard Nixon?
Yes. The answer is.
Divided into body and hip types, it's a legal bump in hockey. What is a check?
Correct.
Sports trivia for 4.
The answer is.
Joey J was the first major leaguer who played in it as a child. What is Little League?
Yes.
Sports trivia for 5. On a roll now. Let's go for True Daily Double.
The answer is.
In 1924, this Norwegian introduced the miniskirt to figure skating. Who is Sonja Henie?
Yes.
Booyah! Who's left? By George 100.
The answer is.
Though he had no kinds of his own, he was the father of our. Though he had no kids of his own, he was the father of our country. Who's George Washington?
You are right.
By George for 200, please.
The answer is.
Tough guy actor who's made Bogart's career by turning down the lead in The Maltese Falcon. Oh, George Raft. Alright.
Yes.
That's okay. Let's keep going.
The answer is.
This Hollywood square was lonesome, though married to spooky old Alice. Oh, George Goebel, yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking him, but I wasn't sure enough to buzz in. By George for 400.
The answer is.
Frederick Chopin's Love. Who's George Sand? Look at all this money I'm racking up.
Yes.
Okay. I'll take By George for 500, please.
The answer is.
He went from American Motors to the Michigan State House to the Nixon cabinet. George Romney. Alright. Let's switch over to museums for 100. Alright, let's do that.
The answer is.
You can't hold a candle to her London Chamber of Horrors. Who is Madame Tussauds?
Yes.
Museums for 200.
The answer is.
This city's Rijksmuseum is known for having the finest collection of Rembrandts. What is Amsterdam?
Correct.
Okay, keep it going.
The answer is.
This Midwest City Science Museum has a coal mine and a submarine. What is Chicago?
You are right.
Museums for 400, please.
The answer is.
The Uffizi Gallery houses this country's national library. What is Italy?
Correct.
And museums for 500.
The answer is.
With paintings going back to only 1880, This museum was founded in New York City in 1929. What is the Museum of Modern Art?
Yes.
And I ran the category up to $6,400.
The answer is
The state where we crowned Miss America. What's New Jersey?
yes.
200.
The answer is
In 1844, the first telegraph line was strung across this state from Baltimore to D.C. What is Maryland?
you are right.
300.
The answer is
Local religion condoned human sacrifice were here until abolished by the king in 1819. What is Hawaii?
yes. The answer is
Or Ivy, a Hopi village of this state, is probably the oldest continuous U.S. settlement. What is Arizona?
yes.
Now the last clue.
The answer is
Rocky Mountain State with highest tunnel for cars in the world. Colorado. Uh-oh. A certain somebody's gonna eat me for breakfast for not getting that. Double Jeopardy, here we go. Oh, Spain for 200. Alright.
the answer is
Contrary to the song, the northern mountains get most of this, not the plains. What is rain?
yes.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the other categories as well, just to see what we're dealing with. We're also dealing with 1955, colors, Turkey, Spain of course, television, and just names.
The answer is
A cold soup made of strained tomatoes, cucumbers, olive oil, and spices. What is gazpacho?
you are right.
Spain for 600.
The answer is
What English buccaneers and pirates called South America's northern coast? What is El Dorado?
sorry.
No, not El Dorado. It's the Spanish name. Alright. Spain for 800, please.
The answer is
In 1479, Castile in this kingdom united to bring Spain under single rule. Aragon. Alright. Let's close out the category.
the answer is
Word coined in 1808 to describe the hit-and-run method of fighting used against the French. Guerrilla. Alright. Look over the categories one more time. I'll take colors for 200.
the answer is
Color of Manhattan-style clam chowder. What is white?
no.
Ah. Oh, red. Oh, well. Let's move on.
The answer is
Traditional color of a bachelor's little book of names and addresses of available women. What is black?
yes.
Colors for 6.
The answer is
An expert panel or a dog show winner sports this color ribbon. What is blue? Oh no.
you are right.
Colors for 8.
The answer is
Rhine wines are traditionally in this colored bottle. And it's brown. Alright. We'll close it out.
the answer is
Color of mourning in the Buddhist religion. And it's white. Alright. Okay. Let's take just names for 200.
the answer is
A man's name, a bird's beak, or a restaurant's check. What's a bill?
you are right.
Just names 400.
The answer is
What you stick your pimento in. What's an olive?
correct.
Just names for 6.
The answer is
A single serving of butter for Mrs. Nixon. What is a pat?
yes.
Similarly, just names for 800, please.
The answer is
A jolly tar, or the knave in a deck of cards. What's a jack?
Yes.
Just answer 1,000.
The answer is
A completely honest hot dog. What's a frank?
correct.
Ran the category. $11,200. Let's take 1955 for 200.
The answer is
Film and TV cameras were allowed for the first time at this president's news conference. Who is Dwight Eisenhower? Uh-oh. There we go.
correct.
1955 400.
The answer is
This character's merchandising included soap and pipes, as well as coonskin caps. Who is Davy Crockett?
you are right.
1955 for 600. Alright.
The answer is
Words that came to prominence in 1955 describing ads sent to occupants. What is junk mail?
correct.
1955 800. I'm going to go for 2400.
The answer is
On February 24th, 1955, he was inaugurated president of Cuba. Who is Che Guevara?
sorry.
No. Fulgencio Batista. But it's still okay. But it's okay. I'm still in the lead. Down to $10,000, but I still have a big lead right now, so that's okay.
The answer is
In September, America lost this fourth television network. What was Dumont?
you are right.
I'll take television for 200.
The answer is
Her new show, City, was put on up against her old show, The Hogan Family. Who is Valerie Harper?
correct.
Television for 400.
The answer is
This former late night talk show host is better known for a wheel good time. Who is Pat Sajak? Yep.
yes.
Television for 6.
The answer is
Robert Young's MD. Who's Marcus Welby?
You are right. The answer is...
The girls on this series graduated from Eastland School to Langley College. What is the facts of life?
Yes.
Television for 1,000, please.
The answer is...
Bilko's private Harry Speak-Up, or Doctori's Judy. It's a chimpanzee. Alright.
The answer is...
When getting one, you go from a hot, dry room to a steam room to a cold shower. What is a Turkish bath?
You are right.
For 400, please.
The answer is...
A backless sofa named for the Turkish Empire. What is an ottoman?
Yes. The answer is...
Turkish confection of crushed sesame seeds and honey. What is halva?
Yes.
800.
The answer is...
This saint's namesake was a 6th century Christian church, then a mosque, now an Istanbul museum. Who is Saint Sophia?
Yes.
Now the last clue, and it is all mine because it's the other daily double. Let's do 5,000. Put me at $20,000 if I get it right on this clue.
The answer is...
Mustafa Kemal, founder of the Turkish Republic, changed his name to this. I don't know. Ataturk. But it doesn't matter. Still have $10,000. And I get to participate in Final Jeopardy, as does Jill. Let's take a look at the category. The category is U.S. states. I'm not wagering anything.
The answer is...
State that was once an independent monarchy. What is Hawaii?
The answer is...
Yep. So I'm going to end up with $10,000 this game, and I'm going to see you all for that next segment right after this break.